More beans. So I'm out here at Grandpa's. Dad went ahead and got the combine ready and got some other equipment ready. I had a couple things to do this morning. On my way over here, I grabbed a couple ears out of a cornfield. This was planted June 4th. It looks like it's had some earworm in it. I've been hearing about that. I don't think there's anything we can do about it with the late planting. The earworms showed up right at prime time for eating the corn, so I'm gonna go ahead and shell these. Got my handy dandy John Deere moisture tester. I'm gonna see where the moisture's at. So this moisture tester, I'm not really sure how old it is. I'm gonna guess it's from the 90s, but it's surprisingly accurate. It's usually within a point or two of the elevator, so we like to use it when we're hand sampling. It's a lot easier than dragging a can sample to town. Gets you close anyway. Now this corn is not anywhere near ready to be harvested yet. I'm gonna guess it's probably 32-33% moisture yet. It's I mean, it's just barely black layered. So let's find out. $25.7. I was a little off. I always like to run the sample twice just to be sure. $25.5. Well, I guess I'm not good at guessing moisture on corn. Squirrels gotta eat too. Well, anyway, that corn's too wet, so let's go combine some beans. That corn, like I said, was planted June 4th. There's two hybrids in that field. The outside rows are 110 day and the inside is all 109 day. So at 25%, I think I was in the 110 day corn. So there's a possibility that that whole farm might average out a little bit drier just because of the earlier maturity. But we're not going to worry about it for now because we got plenty of beans that are ready.
Well, thank you. You seem to know quite a bit about our little town here. We're only 2,000, but we do seem to get the word out there. Anyway, my point is my wife and I, Barb, we were in Minneapolis for the Trump rally on Thursday, and we didn't really know what to expect. But when we got the cast and for today, sunny's partly cloudy skies. We're going to see a high today right around 53 degrees, so not all that warm. Tonight, mainly clear, low 42. Showers tomorrow morning, clearing by the afternoon. A high tomorrow near 63. It's 49 right now at O'Hare, 49 Midway, 49 at the lakefront. 7 people were killed, 21 others were wounded in shootings across Chicago so far this weekend, including 5 people killed by a neighbor in a condo complex. A man has been charged in that shooting. Speaking to reporters, the first deputy superintendent that they have chosen, Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham, says he'll meet with President Trump. Plans to discuss sanctions against Turkey over its invasion into Syria. South Carolina said...
Using the hopper today. So we're just getting things opened up here. My monitor's saying in the 12s for moisture. Dad took a sample to town, see where they're at. just got our first load out of this field. We're doing a yield calibration. It's going pretty good. The sun's out, that makes it a lot more fun to cut beans. I'm not struggling near as much as I was the other day when it was cloudy. The beans are a little lackluster. They're not very good. This spot where I'm at right now, they're actually pretty good, but there's a sand hill over there. There's not a whole lot there. These weren't planted in the best of conditions. You know, if you watch some of our spring videos, I said multiple times we weren't real proud of some of the stuff we had to do to get the crop in the ground, but we got it in the ground. So this is what we end up with. That's why we pay for crop insurance. It's not bad for an auger head. Now before I get too far into this video, I just wanted to thank all of you for watching these videos. You've been very supportive, and it's a lot more fun making these videos when I know people are actually watching them. So thanks for watching. If you're not already, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. There's a little bell next to the subscribe button that'll notify you whenever I have new content, which is going to be fairly often this harvest season. I'm planning on 2 videos a week for sure, weather permitting. I'll see about 3, but we'll see what happens. Also, I really enjoy all the comments, so if you have any questions, or you think I'm cool, or maybe you just think I'm a loser, just put it down in the comment section. So we've been running Climate Field View for 3 years now, and if you don't know anything about Climate, you should really check it out. It's a really neat system. You plug this little, it's called a Field View Drive, you plug it into your combine, it connects Bluetooth to the iPad, and then it records all your yield, moisture, variety, all that stuff. And then you can pull it up wherever you want right on your phone. I could pull it up right now on my phone while I'm sitting in the combine if I wanted to. But another cool thing is it's called Remote View, I think. So say you had 5 combines running and you were trying to manage all that. You could watch from wherever on your own iPad, make sure everybody's running, make sure they're in the right field and all that stuff. My wife likes that we run Climate Field View because she can watch us while she's at work to make sure we're actually working. Sometimes we'll be broke down or stop for lunch and I'll get a text from her that says, why isn't the combine moving? And I have to explain, well, we're broke down or we stopped for lunch. So it's good and bad. I don't know if you can tell, but the beans are a lot greener right here. And you have to be really careful when you're going through a little patch of green beans. They, when they're wetter, they don't like to slide on the head as much, so they'll sit there and build up and build up and build up on the sickle bar, and then when you get enough of them on there, the reel will hit the pile and they'll all come in at once. Well, when that happens, it chokes up your feeder house, and that is no fun. Buzz down the road here to the next field. It's just a little ways down the road. Probably won't do a whole lot here. Probably just start getting the field opened up. Dad and I are actually going to look at a new piece of equipment for the farm. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but here's a clue. You figured it out yet? Anyways, we had to wait till the guy got off work, and he gets off work at 6. It's about 4:30 right now, so we'll probably just open this field up a little bit, get maybe a load off, and then we're gonna go look at that piece of equipment. Stay tuned to the next video and you might find out what it is. Depends if we bought it or not. time lapse awesome. Anyway, so I'm just getting this field opened up here. This is actually our biggest field. There's 135 acres, I think. It's kind of nice to be in a big field. You can stay in one spot for a while. It's got long rows. You can be a little more productive that way, but we're gonna get this opened up and probably call it a night here in a little bit. And hopefully tomorrow we can come back and get a good chunk of this knocked out. There's a chance of rain tomorrow evening, afternoon, something like that. But beans are going good. It shouldn't take us long if we can just roll through them. Alright, we're just going to roll this video into the next day. Just got out here to the field. We're going to check the combine over real quick. It was sunny this morning. Now the clouds are coming out. Clouds aren't as thick as they were the other day, so it might be alright. I know there's a couple guys running in the area. We're going to see what they do. Oil's good. That's good. So like I've said before, beans don't really go very well when it's cloudy, but we got rain coming. We need to get them out. I got into the corn a little bit when I was driving up the road. Parked the combine last night. I'm gonna look over the sickle real quick. Isn't it a shame that we have to lock our equipment anymore? We never used to have to do that. A couple of local guys had their pickups broken into, and another guy had some GPS receivers stolen off their combine just last week, so we started making sure we park up by the landlord's house or at our own farm or whatever. Just got started here. These beans are awfully tough this morning. I'm gonna switch my feeder house over to high range. We had been running it in low range because we wanted to be gentle on the seed beans, but these are not seed beans, so I don't really care to be that gentle. I just want them to get to the machine without plugging up my feeder house. So this is a pretty easy job. All you gotta do is loosen up this chain, slide that sprocket over, put the chain on the big sprocket. Alright, well, I did not end up putting the feeder house in high range because the chain's not long enough. We put a new chain on it. That's the chain that fell off a couple videos back. For some reason, that chain had 3 connectors on it, 3 or 4 connectors on it, and we ended up breaking one and just running 3 or 2 or however many were left, and now the chain's not long enough to put it on high range, so I guess I'll just have to fight the beans this morning. Today's one of those days where it'd be nice to have one of those fancy auger carts that drives itself, because for now I'm the only one out here. Dad should be back pretty soon, Grandpa should be back pretty soon, but it actually just started to mist a little bit. If that turns into something a little heavier, don't know how long I'll be able to be out here. So I keep having this issue with my GoPro. I set it down after I get done filming a little clip, and I pick it back up, and I realize it's been pointed at the ceiling filming for 10 minutes. And that takes up a lot of memory. I gotta keep deleting them, so I don't know. I need to pay more attention to that. So I'm currently harvesting on top of this big old sand hill out in the middle of this farm. Most of our farms are pretty sandy, and a few of them just have massive sand hills in the middle of them. This is probably our biggest one. It's there's probably about 8 or 10 feet of elevation change from the top of this hill down to the bottom ground. It's just something we got to deal with. It doesn't really grow anything. All the beans have like 1 or 2 pods on them. So we've been trying to figure out something different we could do. If we had a hog farm close by, we could just fill it full of manure, and then that might work for us, but we don't. So I've thought about putting rye on it and harvesting it for cover crops. I don't know if that would do better than the corn or beans would do, but if anybody's got any ideas, let me know. Sandhill's pretty good at growing mare's tail, though. It is not fun cutting beans today. It's just cloudy and damp, and they're just tough. These days are the worst days for cutting beans. Oh my goodness, do you see that? The sun's gonna come out. That would just make my day, because so far this has not been fun. This is getting old. Dad just took my place. I gotta run home and put the mower deck on the mower because my wife wants to mow grass when she gets home, which is awesome because I'm not a fan of mowing grass. It just so happens that my house is right on the way to the elevator, so I might as well take this load of beans in while I'm at it. That was easy. Mower deck is on. Let's get these beans to town. Getting cloudy to the west again. We lost our sun. That's probably going to be it for this video. We had some of these beans that were planted a little bit later, and Dad says they're just not quite ready yet. Plus it's getting cloudy and there's rain behind it, so I think we're just going to call it a night. We don't have a whole lot of beans left, so we're not really pushing that hard. So got a pretty good chunk done today. I'd say we got 60, 70 acres done. So not a bad day for getting started kind of late. Anyways, if you like the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell next to it. That'll notify you whenever I have new content. See you next time. Oh, and stay tuned because in a couple episodes, you'll see what the new piece of equipment is.